Hello. Welcome to e-commerce Expert. If you are new here or haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Today's video is a complete guide to start selling online via Shopify. Shopify is an e-commerce platform for entrepreneurs. It allows you to create a store directly from your Shopify website, at no upfront cost. A basic Shopify account is free. Setting up a new store can be tough, but learning from mistakes and slow sales can also make it really frustrating. The goal of this write-up is to help you avoid the most common errors so you can get your first sales and start learning more about how your store works. Things like taxes, customer service, and customer drop-off are all very important things to learn about when running a business, which is why I wrote this guide. I want you to start making sales and building the foundation for scaling into a huge business that provides value by helping people. Shopify makes it easy for anyone to build an online store, but hard to turn it into a successful business. There are some big challenges at the beginning stages of any business, and we'll cover them here in detail so your experience is smooth. This Shopify store setup guide is for anyone. It will help you set up your own store in the right way, step by step. You don't need to know coding, or have any experience in setting up a Shopify store. The guide will explain everything you need to know and do. What are we going to build? We are going to build an online store that sells t-shirts and coffee mugs. You can choose whatever products you like. We will build a simple Shopify theme from scratch, using free tools. We will also integrate a Facebook pixel in our theme, and track Facebook ads campaigns with it. Our website is going to look like the above image. How long will it take to build your own Shopify store? It depends on how fast you can follow the guide, but it shouldn't take more than a day. I will try to explain everything in detail, so you can easily follow the guide, and understand all concepts behind the process of building your own Shopify store. How much does it cost to build a Shopify store? It doesn't cost anything to set up an online store using this guide. You can use it for free, and I'll explain exactly how to do that below. Requirements: to complete this Shopify store setup guide, you need the following: basic understanding of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Familiarity with Bootstrap framework will be useful, but it's not a strict requirement. A domain name and hosting account. I recommend using Bluehost, which I personally use for all my websites. A Shopify account. If you don't have one yet, you can create one at Shopify using the above link. To follow this guide, please use the links in description box. The following are Shopify setup steps. Step 1. Selecting a product and niche. Before you start creating your own Shopify store, you need to think about your product and niche. What kind of products you want to sell? What is the main purpose of your store? This can be a difficult question for beginners. Here are some basic tips. 1. Find a niche that already has an existing audience. 2. Find a niche that is not saturated by competition. 3. Find a niche that has some potential for growth in the future. Your business should grow with it. 4. Find a niche that you are passionate about. 5. A little bit of luck doesn't hurt. Step 4. Setting up your domain name and theme. Setting up your domain name and theme is a piece of cake. All you need to do is 1. Go to your Shopify store and click on Online Store. 2. Scroll down to Web Hosting and click on Get Started Now. 3. Click on Domain Now. 4. Enter the information needed for your domain name, extension, etc., and click on Next Step. 5. Select a theme from the list or find one from the Shopify theme store. I selected the following: themeforest.net web link. Step 5. Choosing a theme for your store, installing apps and creating your account. After you've selected the theme for your Shopify store, it's time to install some apps. This is a very important part of the process, as these apps will make your life much easier. Step 1. Open your Shopify admin panel and click on Online Store. Step 2. Click on the Apps tab at the top of the page. Step 3. Click on Install next to Facebook. This will add Facebook app to your Shopify store. If you already have an account with Facebook, enter it here. Otherwise click on Create New App. Step 4. Enter some basic information about your app and click on Create App. Step 6. Set up your Facebook ads and optimize them for sales and traffic. I think this is the most important part of the whole setup. If you don't do this, you won't sell anything. It doesn't matter how good your products are or how amazing your store looks if no one sees it. Setting up your Facebook ad account. This part is easy, just follow these steps. Step 1. Log into your Facebook ad account and click on the Create an Ad button, in the top right corner. Step 2. Fill out all of the fields with some basic information about your business and click on Continue. Step 3. Choose a category for your ad, you can choose multiple categories, enter. Step 7. Pricing strategy. Deciding on top versus SKU pricing and more. Decide whether to go with top or SKU, individual product, pricing. I have a preference for top pricing. This is the way that Amazon does it and I believe it works best. Here's why. SKU pricing is great if you have a small inventory, but it can be a nightmare if you have lots of inventory. You might end up with many different versions of your products, which makes your store look messy and confusing to customers. It can also be hard to manage if you are selling lots of different products on eBay as well as Amazon because they don't like sellers having multiple versions. Step 8. Pre-launch. You've launched your Shopify store and it's time to start doing some marketing. But before you spend hours and hours working on the design of your store, you should take a look at your pre-launch campaign. Having a pre-launch period can be useful for polishing your store before sending link juice from your blog or website to it. This can result in a higher conversion rate because potential customers will get to know about the site better before they decide if they want to buy from you. You can create an online store and start selling products in about 2 hours. However, make sure your store is ready for customers before you launch it in the real world. You can also read the Ultimate Shopify Store Setup Guide for beginners for more content using the link in description box. Thank you for watching, like and share the video with others and don't forget to subscribe as well as your friends.